Hey guys, I'm Zark, a developer on the team creating Anime Fishing Odyssey, the first ever anime fishing game in Roblox. Our game is releasing later this month with a public stress test in 1 week. I wanted to tell you all the complete story of how Anime Fishing Odyssey started almost 1 year ago today. Around a year ago, I was in a weird spot. I wanted to work on a game, but all my ideas came up short, with people already having done them on Roblox, until I got a message from my good friend, Fair. Once I joined VC, we talked for a bit until he mentioned his idea. A Roblox fishing game combined with anime. Anime-themed fishing islands, anime fish, anime units that follow you, all while using the same core gameplay as other popular fishing games. As we talked more and more about it, we got increasingly excited. I'd known Fair for over 6 years and we had worked on many games in the past, some being good, while some were definitely not good. But we both had a feeling this game would be different, and that was when Anime Fishing Odyssey was born. Except we had an immediate problem. We had no modeler, scripter, and our building could really use some work, so we set out to put together the dream team to make this game become a reality. Fair remembered someone named Hika, a really good modeler. Hika loved the idea and immediately started working on making anime-themed fish, and they all looked super good. Fair one day was in a random Roblox game and bumped into Flank, a programmer, and he loved the idea. After a bit of convincing, he joined the project. Our game idea was very simple at the start. You get a unit, you catch fish, you appraise and or sell the fish, summon more units, and repeat. But we wanted our game to not be exactly like all the other fishing games. We wanted to add tons of anime references, unique features like your units being able to fish for you, or allow players to buy game passes with grindable in-game currency instead of only Robux. These weren't practical, they weren't the smartest from a profit standpoint, but we didn't care. We wanted this game to be enjoyable for everyone. We started creating the game immediately. Fair started on the UI, which already looked really unique and fun, while Flank got fishing working. Hika kept making insane looking fish and even made our first boss fish. We then hired some builders who started making our first maps. Let me know if you recognize this island. We added fish appraising, summoning units, and fish bait plus bobber shops. We made super crazy anime themed rods for the game, themed boats, and even some cutscene animations for the Leviathan boss fish. Just like that, we were making real progress with Anime Fishing Odyssey, so what could go wrong? As we kept developing and progressing the game, we got more and more excited, especially when coming up with new ideas. We fell right into the trap every developer knows, feature creep. Why don't we add huge underwater areas for release, an AFK world, a fishing combat system, an entire trading system, devil fruit systems, insane animations for everything, a crafting system. Okay, whoa. A lot of those ideas were good, but at this rate, we weren't ever going to release if we kept adding complicated features and trying to cram as much content as possible into the game. We needed to reel it back and set some guidelines in place. Why couldn't we save some of these ideas for future updates? We needed to look at our core features and see if it's something we had to release with. Certain things we could push back for updates or scrap entirely. We were already 6 months into the project and releasing the game was getting further and further away. If we didn't do something, and soon, we might never release Anime Fishing Odyssey. First, we pushed back some features for updates instead. Complicated boss fights, crafting, underwater areas, these could all be implemented in future updates. Now we had some room to focus on what the game really needed on release. Crazy weather effects, fish mutations, daily quests, and a summoning island were added. We focused on an engaging quest system and made sure we had fun Easter eggs and secrets. We were all feeling extra motivated now that we could see clearly again. Anime Fishing Odyssey was gonna make it to release. We could all feel it. I promoted our game in live streams, I posted content online, and our Discord server started growing. People were excited and we started to get thousands of players joining, talking about how they couldn't wait to play Anime Fishing Odyssey. This game we thought would never release now had so much promise. I would get countless messages with players begging to test the game. Even with very little content shown, we had an audience giving ideas, talking about the game, and asking when it would release. We opened tester applications and our testers loved the game. It was nowhere near ready for release, and yet some would sit there for hours fishing, summoning units, and just playing the game. We would even tell them we'd be resetting their data and testers would get upset. We knew now we were on the right track and we had created something special, but we had to make sure we wouldn't mess this up. We added new rods, Hika made more unique fish while Flank was constantly programming and fixing bugs. Fair created achievements and made more ways to get every currency for free, including the ROBUX currency. We constantly asked testers how we could improve the game, adding anime food themed bait, seeing how they liked the fishing game, and more. There was one area missing though, our units. They didn't have as much of an impact as we wanted. We decided to add unit stat rerolls, size changes, and even unit traits. Unit traits could increase fish size, mutation chances, experiences, luck, and much more. Units were a lot more vital to the game now. Testers loved running around with their units and earning gems to summon more. We constantly tweaked and polished every aspect of the game, and even I was getting addicted to Anime Fishing Odyssey. Anime Fishing Odyssey wasn't another copy and paste slop fishing game. It went from a random idea Fair had 1 year ago to surviving almost collapse, countless revamps, to now actually releasing later this month. It happened after everything. We are now so close to releasing Anime Fishing Odyssey, but after a year of development, we get used to our own content we made and don't notice issues. We don't have the ability to view the game as a new player, and that's why we need your help. Your feedback and experiences tell us what feels exciting and fun, and what can be confusing and frustrating. We want Anime Fishing Odyssey to be enjoyable and be the best as possible for release. In under 1 week, we are opening a 24-hour stress test. The game will be public for anyone to play, and you can hop in and explore Anime Fishing Odyssey. You will be truly helping us while being a part of the game yourself. And everyone who participates will get a Tester's Potion Bobber skin, which will never be available again. If you want to play the stress test, want information, updates, and more, join our Discord server with the link in the description or use our invite link on screen. We would love your feedback, and we are all super excited for you to explore Anime Fishing Odyssey in its entirety.